welcome Batsheva, Moshe.
ברוכים הבאים לתחרות יזם השנה 2016 של יוניסטרים. איזה כיף לראות אתכם.
המוצר שלנו זה בטרי, הוא תוסף ייחודי למתן שמאפשר שליטה מלאה על זמן ההטענה, וברגע שהטלפון יגיע ל-100%, הבטרי יעשה דבר פשוט, יפסיק את ההטענה.
ערכה שכוללת שבב GPS באפליקציה, והיא מאפשרת איתור בזמן אמת של חיות מחמד ובקר.
האפליקציה נותנת מידע לגבי מצב הים, לדוגמה צבע הדגל, טמפרטורת המים, טמפרטורת האוויר, אם יש חנייה בחוף, אם יש מזנון.
קיפ-אפ הוא כיסוי להגה המתריע בפני הנהג על הירדמות בזמן נהיגה.
המוצר שלנו זה מנגל מתרחב, אתה יכול להקטין ולהרחיב אותו לפי הצורך שלך.
שני דברים הם הסוד להצלחה, התמדה והתמדה, רצון ורצון. צריך לרצות דעת כאב ולהתמיד בלי הפסקה.
הכי חשוב להשקיע בחינוך, בסופו של דבר שיש לך חינוך ויש לך השכלה גבוהה ויש לך תרבות, זאת התשתית הכי טובה.
המפתח לסטארט-אפ ניישן בעבר ובעתיד זה ההון האנושי והאנשים. זה מה שהופך אותנו למיוחדים.
מרק צוקרברג היה בן 19 כשהוא הקים את פייסבוק. אין לי ספק שיושבת כאן היום מישהי או מישהו שיכולים להקים את פייסבוק הבא. בואו נראה. קיפ-אפ, נתניה!
המיזם שזכה במקום הראשון, מרכז יזמות עמל חדרה. סיום!
So, still not perfect because there is a little problem with the light, but I won't complain anymore. So hi, obviously I'm going to talk about education. The teenagers you just saw in the video are apparently self-confident, empowered, young entrepreneurs. All of them, by the way, are coming from the Israeli social and geographic periphery. I want to take you to the starting point of their journey. I have a clicker. Okay, that's good. Being a child that was born and raised in Israeli periphery and probably like any other marginal area in the world means that you understand your limits pretty quickly. You understand that those successful Israelis that you see on television are living in a galaxy far, far away from you, and you probably don't have anything in common with them. You understand that you have to set yourself achievable goals, like finishing high school, finding a regular job, maybe even earning a little more than the minimum wage. This is the circle of life in the Israeli periphery. The statistic shows that 80% of the children that are born to poor families will remain poor for the rest of their lives. Almost no mobility. I guess those statistics are the same all over the world, probably. The economic gaps are all around us and reflected in employment opportunities, income, education, social services, and even life expectancy. So, what took those amazing teenagers from feeling neglected, unprivileged, to becoming young entrepreneurs? So, they already told you before, Unistream, our secret mechanism. So Unistream has been working for the past 15 years in order to generate a social change in Israel and narrow the gaps by empowering youth and young adults from unprivileged communities in Israel to build and run their own startup companies and become business and social entrepreneurs. How do we do that? We have an intensive, holistic, life-changing program that starts at the age of 15 and actually never ends. We believe that in order to create a real change, you need to develop local business leaders from the periphery that are not only taking care of their own success, but are responsible for their communities. Our program is built upon three main pillars. The first one is business entrepreneurship. Every group, every participant in Unistream is a part of a real startup company and experts in different technological fields. The second part is social impact. Every group, besides their startup, develops a long-term community project in order to develop their communities, obviously. And the third part is leadership. Our program is based upon more than 2,500 business people that volunteer in Unistream as mentors and meet our teenagers on a daily basis. Those very empowering meetings makes the teenagers understand that maybe they have the opportunity to succeed. They are starting to feel hunger for success. Every participant in Unistream go through every step of the way that a real startup does, beginning with brainstorming, feasibility tests, market research, writing a business plan, raising capital, presenting in front of investment committees, business development, and so on. When they finish high school, we're continuing guiding them in every step of their adulthood life, starting with pre-academic consulting, helping them throughout the academic studies in order to make sure that they finish their BA successfully. And the most important part is helping them develop a successful career in the ICT sector or continue developing their startups. So, as you can see, this is our map for today. Unistream is working all over Israel and now starting to talk about exporting the model to countries around the world, hopefully. And we're working with all the sectors of Israel, Arabs and Jews and Christians, and this is part of the beauty in Unistream. Everyone likes to talk about the Israeli conflict. I heard about it today a lot. Well, in Unistream there is no conflict. Everyone are working together with one goal, to succeed in developing their startups. They don't care about anything else. The conflict is a non-issue for them. They're entrepreneurs. They care about their startups and only that. So, moving on. Unistream was widely recognized by many organizations in Israel and in the world. 6 months ago, we were chosen by the United Nations Alliance of Civilizations as the second most leading organization in the world in intercultural innovation, because of the reason I just told you. Last year, Unistream participant, the young CEO of a group from Akko, was chosen to light the traditional torch at the Israeli Independence Day that was held under the theme of groundbreaking Israelis. That was an amazing event. And 3 years ago, we had the honor to receive the presidential medal by Shimon Peres. So we believe that Unistream model really create a better future for Israel. And I'm very happy to be here today and talk to you about the unique model of Unistream. So thank you.
Could you talk about the difference between what you do and standard incubators?
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. No, IVN doesn't do exactly this. We are very much familiar with IVN, and they're great friends. There are a lot of incubators and accelerators in Israel, and they're all trying to promote entrepreneurship and startups. The entrepreneurship is the methodology of Unistream. We are trying to change people's lives. We're trying to change the mindset of teenagers that are raised in an no opportunity zone, and the entrepreneurship, the startup process, is our way to make them believe at themselves and make them study about the business world and become a part of that. IVN, it's not relevant, but IVN does something really different, and incubators are focused on promoting startups. That's the target of incubators. Unistream target is not to create exits or to create successful companies. I will be very happy if many successful companies will go out of Unistream, but that's not my target. My success would be if I'll see in 10 years 1,000 successful business graduates that got through Unistream program and today are a part of the Unistream business community that volunteers as mentors and go back and live in their own communities and become role models of success for their brothers and other teenagers in their own town. What's happening today that the successful people are going to the center of Israel, and when you are going to Akko or Rat or Elat, you have few role models of success because everyone tried to run away from their hometown, unfortunately. So we are trying to change this reality. So we're like any other nonprofit. Fundraising is the main challenge that we have. We're funded by many foundations, federation, a little bit from the Israeli government, business companies in Israel and the United States. So USAID, which is a federal American organization, big supporters of Unistream.
One more question. And remember that they are going to stay for a little bit. So quick question. Are you familiar with meat and eating?
Of course, we're very good friends. Yes, yeah. What?
I'm happy to hear.
Yeah, no, we're very good friends.
They're doing great, no?
They're amazing organization, really. That considered to be a question because it wasn't really a question.
I work with a lot of Israeli companies, and we hear a phrase that comes up a lot, which is, you may know what you're talking about, but let me tell you something. There's something very particular in the Israeli psyche that they don't accept any limits to what they can do, and that comes from right on top. And that presumably pervades down into what you do, that those children are told there are no limits to what you can achieve. Given that this is a very particular Israeli psyche, does that impact upon the portability of what you're seeking to do in other cultures who don't have that psyche?
When you mean other cultures, you mean inside Israel, obviously?
No, outside, like outside.
Yeah, if I see that happening, that's what you're asking me?
No, I'm saying
if yeah, I understood you. Okay, okay. So I think definitely, of course, it wouldn't be exactly the same, but I think that again, I was living in a very poor town in Israel for 8 years, and I, for the first time, understood what's poverty all about, and what's the meaning of, understanding that you can't finish the month. I don't know how you translate it to English. So what? What she said. Okay, so definitely I think that when you give those teenagers the understanding that they can succeed, maybe the sky is not unlimited, but they can feel the success when they're young enough to change their dreams. Because when you're grown up and all of your life you felt no opportunities and you expected nothing from yourself because this is what you've been taught. So it's very hard to change your mindset. But when you're a teenager, you're pitching your startup in front of the most leading people in the industry, you start to think that, wow, I can really be successful. I have the tools, I have the knowledge, why can't I be successful? So I think you can export this model to most of the countries in the world. So thank you very much.